We all know Python is powerful, but if we add mathematical tricks to it, it's become insanely powerful. In today's video, we are using mathematical Python to crack coding test. I am taking an example of prime numbers. Prime numbers are very important. Why? Because lot of MNC companies are testing the students in prime number patterns in their coding test. Prime numbers are key ingredient in number theory, as well as prime number patterns are very important in cryptographic algorithms. In today's video, we are taking the challenge of prime numbers because it's prime time. To begin, first we have to know about what is prime number. Prime number is a number which only divisible by itself and 1. Examples like 2, 3, 5, 7 and so on. And what about composite number? Composite number can be divided into factors like 4 we can divide into 2 into 2, 6 we can divide into 3 into 2. So it is having factors other than itself and 1, then we call them as a composite numbers. And number 1 is not a prime nor composite, it's just unit number. For the first code for our prime numbers, I will check all the divisors from 2 through the given number minus 1. Why? Because the given number and 1 itself is divisors of the given number. So if all the numbers fail to divide the given number, then it's called as prime. To check our code 1, I am defining a function prime code 1, and the input will be our integer. If the given integer is 1, we all know that 1 is not a prime, so we will return false. If the given number is other than 1, we have to check it divisors. So for that I am using for loop, and the divisors we have to check from 2 to n minus 1. Remember that the range function check up to n minus 1 integers. So I have just written n here. I am writing the code if n percentage I equal to 0, which is nothing but n percentage I returns the remainder. If the remainder is equal to 0, such that it is a having factors other than 1 and itself, so I am returning false. If the loop terminates without returning false, it means that the given integer not having any factors other than 1 and itself, so it's prime, so we have to return true. Now call the function. Here I have taken the range from 1 to 11. From 1 to 11 numbers, they will print which numbers are prime, which numbers are not prime. Just run the code and we will check the answer. When I run this code, I have got the answer up to 10. I already told you that range function takes up to n minus 1 numbers. So 2 is true, 3 is true, 5 is true, 7 is true. Means 2, 3, 5, 7 are prime numbers. But is our code is enough to crack largest numbers? Just look at this. If I passed 1 lakh numbers, then what is the performance of our code? I will check the time taken by our code by simply using time function. Just print time taken for the code 1 is nothing but t1 minus t0. Just run this code and we'll see.
2,000 years later.
The time taken for our code is 76 seconds. I am so much disappointed with my code. Let's try. Our mathematical tricks can help it. To improve my function performance, my next step is reduce the number of divisors we check. Here I am using a mathematical trick to reduce the number of steps. Look at the factors of the 64. When you look at all the factors, one digit is increasing gradually and while another digit is decreasing gradually. But when you look at the numbers closely, we are getting a pattern that after 8 into 8 and before 8 into 8, all the factors are repetitive. So we need not to check for repetitive factors. So we are eliminating the repetitive factors by using perfect square. 64 is a perfect square 8 into 8. So 8 into 8 acts as a checkpoint for reversal of the factors. Then what is about non-square numbers? Look at these numbers. All these factors are again repetitive, and I am taking a margin line as square root 24 into square root 24. All the factors above and below are again same, such that for n numbers I am taking divisors up to square root n into square root n. This is the numbers we have to check. We don't have to go for remaining numbers. Why? Because the below pattern already occurs in up to square root n into square root n factors. By using this mathematical trick, we are changing our function code 2 as checking all the divisors from 2 through square root of the n. In our code 2, we are limiting the number of divisors to the square root of the given integer. So to perform square root, I am importing the library math. I am defining the function as prime code 2. So here our maximum divisor square root of n, but square root you may get decimal numbers. So by using math.floor, we are round it to an integer. Here you have to write 1 plus max divisor. Why? Because our range function runs up to the given number minus 1. So we have to run up to max divisor. So we have to add 1 to it. Let's call the function 2. Just look at the outputs. 2 is prime, 3 is prime, 5 is prime, and 7 is prime. So our function 2 is properly working, and just look at the time taken by the code 2. If the input is ranges from 1 to 1 lakh. Just look at the time taken by our second method, which is nothing but 3.4, which is very huge difference to each other. By using simple mathematical tricks, we have performed the best method. I think we can perform much better by changing some small changes in our code. Here are the changes. By using another mathematical trick, I am implementing the code 3. That is, I will test all the even numbers first. If n is even number, I will skip the iteration. If n is odd number, then only I will test it. I will test that number by odd divisors only. Look at the code, how we are changing it. I am defining prime code 3. Again the input is integer. In this case, first I am eliminating all the even numbers. For code 3, I have written if n equal to 2, return true, and if the n is greater than 2 and can be divisible by 2, then return false. So all the even numbers are terminated in third step. I have to develop the code for odd numbers, so I am developing it. We will divide up to max divisor and having a step variable 2, such that if the first element is 3, then it check for 5, then it check for 7, then it check for 9. So again the code is same. Our code was completed. We'll test it by calling function 3 and we'll check it whether it is properly working or not. I am just running the code. I have syntax error. Sorry, I forgot column. I am just running the code to see the result. Just look at these numbers. 2 is true, 3 is true, 5 is true, and 7 is again true. So our code working properly. Then now it's time to check for largest numbers how this code will work. So this time I call the function prime code 3. I am checking for the time. Just look at the result, it's 2.55. When you observe these 3 codes, code 1 has taken approximately 76 seconds and our code to work very well 3.46 seconds, and the code 3 works best 2.55 seconds. You have seen when our mathematics adapt to the Python, it's become more powerful, right? So code the best, be the best, and all the best.